Okay, guys, it's recording.
Oh, hello.
Hi, and welcome to Marist Marks. I'm Julianne.
And I'm Tim Ayala, and today on our episode, our Marist Mark is Servant Leader.
And what a servant leader is when you help others and make a difference in your community.
Well, hang on just a tick. Didn't you just recently interview Ms. Valadez?
That's very true.
Well, let's show the clip.
To be a servant leader means that you put other people first. Before you satisfy your own needs, you think about how these things or your decisions that you make are going to affect others. I've had some great role models in my life. First and foremost, my parents, who set the wonderful example for me of what it means to serve. I was also fortunate to attend a Marist school, St. Joseph Academy, where some of my best and finest teachers are now some of my best and closest friends. Mr. Tony Cantu, Dr. Stella Filisola, and others, Mr. Hickson, who still are around, and I love and enjoy their company. So I hope to one day set that example for others that cross my path, and I hope to be here and try to make at least a little difference in some people's lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Hey, guys, we're going to interview Mr. Bonnet now.
For me, being a servant leader is like Christ in John's Gospel at the foot washing, where Jesus says that he comes to wash their feet because they will go out and tread in the dirtiest of places and then gather the people to God and to make them whole, right? So for us, this servant leader is about going and doing the same, what he's asked us to do, which means we're charged to go out. And like he said, I came not to be served, but to serve. And so we need to guide everybody to be more generous with their time, their talents, to give to others who need it. And in that, it reflects God and Jesus in us. And so it's a gathering force.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, so now that we heard from the faculty, here are some St. Joseph Academy students who talk about what it means to them to be a servant leader.
To me, being a servant leader is using your gifts and talents for doing good.
Hey, Max, can you describe in one sentence what it means to be a servant leader?
A servant leader is one who is a great leader to their peers in the small community.
Thank you.
A servant leader is one who does good to others, who does good quietly, and a person who just cares more about others than what he cares about himself. How I try to be a servant leader is by putting in my time and going into the Good Neighbor Settlement home to give food to the needy.
Hey, Tomas.
What's up, Marion?
What does a servant leader mean to you?
Okay, so servant leader to me, it means somebody that puts themselves, that puts other people in front of themselves just to better the community or just to better other people.
Thanks.
And we also have some alumni talking about what a servant leader means to them.
My name is Mary Para Garza. I'm a graduate of St. Joe, class of 1989. I think a servant leader is someone who gives back to the community where they live and try to help others. I think my father was a good servant leader. He started a business and he donated to different charities throughout the valley. And at the end of his years, he was a board member for St. Joe, and he truly loved it, and I consider that him giving back. And me, as an owner of the company, I also try to give back, and I'm a board member at the Moody, and I volunteer for Rotary, and I try to help different communities around the valley, and that's it.
Hello, my name is Gonzalo Cedillo, and I am class 2014. So what does it mean to be a servant leader? Well, to be a servant leader is to devote your time and your effort to better the lives of members of our community. So what have I done to be a servant leader? Well, in college, a couple of friends and I founded an organization where we offer tutoring services to an underprivileged community here in Brownsville. And who has been a servant leader in my life? Well, all the tutors who help this organization run, my mom, who is patient and instills confidence in her students, and countless other people who I don't have time to name in this video. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kathleen Estrada, and I graduated from St. Joseph Academy in 1988. Being a servant leader to me means leading by example. I try to live my life the way that Christ showed us through my kind words and actions. A servant leader in my life is my father, Henry Cantu. He lives his life quietly, he does not boast, he does not ask for recognition, but he lives in a way that he is proud of, and he shows us how to be strong Christians through his kind words and actions.
Wow, that's very interesting.
I know, right? Wow.
I learned a lot. Hey, Tim, didn't you travel back into 1816 and interviewed the man himself?
Well, I did.
Marcelin Champagne?
I really did.
Wow.
Have a look for yourself.
Yeah.
Someone roll the tape.
Marion?
Roll the tape.
I'm getting it, guys.
Marcelin? Hello. Is that you, Marcelin? Marcelin, hey. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing good. What book are you reading, sir?
Oh, I'm just reading up on my favorite chapter of the Bible, Proverbs, verses 21 through 30.
And what is this place? What are you doing?
I built this school because a while back, actually like a few months ago, this kid was dying, John Baptiste, and I went to give him his last rites, and I found out that he didn't know like barely anything about like God or like prayers. So I said, I'm gonna build a school for children so they know about God and they can learn about God throughout their life.
Nice. Wow. Can we take this inside so we can have a little interview?
Yeah, you're right. It's very hot.
It is very
inside.
hot. Allow me, sir.
Thank you.
So tell me more about what you do for this community.
Okay, so basically what I do is after teaching John Baptiste Montaña about, like in his deathbed, about a little bit of being Catholic and about his faith, I decided that he was not the only kid that didn't know about his faith. So I decided to establish a group of Marist brothers that are actually called Marist Brothers, and we built a school here in France, and the brothers are actually like the teachers and like the people that run the school. So like we're kind of like doing that, and we're teaching like the children that are like John Baptiste Montaña about like God and about being Catholic and what it really means like to help your community. And we actually founded and established an organization called the Little Brothers of Mary, and that's kind of like carrying on with like the idea of teaching the children about like being Catholic and about their faith and what it means to help out in their community.
All right. And in 2018, as you know that I'm from back from time.
Yes.
We established Marist Marks called the Servant Leader, and you are a prime example for it.
Oh.
So thank you very much for all your work.
No problem.
Yeah.
Come back and visit anytime.
Yes. So throughout the day, past alumni and students at St. Joe have been able to tell what a servant leader is in their opinion. And so now me, Annalisa, Julianne, and Marion would like to explain what a servant leader is in our opinion. So what a servant leader is to me is someone that shows great leadership and is strong and mighty throughout our community. And a servant leader in my life would have to be my mom, because she shows great leadership in what she does in her workforce and throughout the clubs that she participates. And what I do that represents me as a servant leader is that I'm part of Marist Youth, also CTM, and I voluntarily go to Good Neighbor every Thursday of the month, and I just love helping out people, so yeah.
For me, a servant leader is somebody who does good quietly and doesn't seek attention when they do good for the community. And I believe that they show leadership skills in a way that influences everyone to be like them. And a servant leader in my life would be my grandfather, who also does good quietly He doesn't look for attention, he just does goodness simply out of the goodness of his heart. And I am a servant leader in that I am in CTM, and I volunteer at the animal shelter on weekends, and I enjoy helping people in need. It's just part of who I am.
Okay guys, what I think a servant leader is someone that thinks of the other people involved in the situation and takes himself out of the situation and is selfless, especially when it comes to doing community service and being active in their community and helping out the greater good. Thank you.
To me, being a servant leader is someone who is selfless and just wants to help others and help in their community. I hope this video has taught you what a servant leader is, and I hope it inspires you to become one, and hopefully you can inspire others to become a servant leader also. Thank you.